Witness me smeg my crazies. Welcome back to Mad Max.
Oh, I think I see its sight.
Careful. I'll be watching.
So you may have noticed something with the enemy naming thus far. Usually they're all named the same things, like a roadkill buckler and a war dog buckler, a Scrotus lead slinger and a roadkill lead slinger. I wouldn't be surprised if there are buzzard lead slingers. A lot of the enemies seem to have much of their names in common, and at least that helps with classifying them. You never have to worry about too much, oh, what's this one in particular called? What do they do? Or, if not that, then they'll usually have some sort of coloring in common.
Hear that?
Watch out! The gas counter! Watch out!
So our mission for the day is finding our way into this Thrall Rustler cave, and finding one of the thralls they rustled. As may not surprise you in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, people with certain skills or characteristics are quite valued in the wasteland. Women who are beautiful, or women in general, or people with special skills, such as being able to read, or knowing how to make gunpowder, things of that nature. That, of course, makes them fairly valuable to, well, anyone who can afford them, really. So, naturally, human trafficking is alive and well. Along with many bear traps. Though I don't think these traps are really used for catching many bears lately.
Ledge.
Come over here and I'll wring that brain back from your neck, Smeggo! Let's put an end to it.
You know what, I'll be back for that. But only because you get to hear this guy yelling at you the whole time, calling you things like Smeggo and cat crazy. It's kind of like in Mad Max Fury Road, one of Immortan Joe's wives implies that perhaps the reason Max isn't that interested in the wives is because he likes Schlanger. Can you guess what Schlanger probably is?
Intruder! We got company! Ready.
Now, because I am extremely greedy, and I have the loot sweats for these challenges, I'm gonna go find a bear trap to step in so I can eat that food. This area is a small circle, so this is the area we first came in, and this is the bear trap path again. So, stepping in a bear trap has sort of the same effect as falling from too great of a height. Max will limp for a little bit, and you'll lose some health.
wanna kill me too? Scraps ours, faggots!
And so with these slavers out of the way, we can now loot at our leisure and free our wayward prisoner.
I heard tell there's one who knows how to cook powder here.
And if I was that one?
I'd get you out of here. Are you him or not?
Yes. Yes, I am. Seeing as you killed those two who fed me. They call me Blas Cap. Hail from the Bullet Farm.
Get yourself to Jeet's lighthouse. They're waiting for you.
Righto. I'm going now.
Didn't mean to skip over that mission completion mission so soon, but I did. So with Blas Cap rescued, now we have the ability to construct the armory upgrade inside Jeet's lighthouse, which every time we go to Jeet's lighthouse, now our ammo belt will be filled back up. Now, it doesn't matter how big your ammo belt is or how small, whatever your maximum amount is, it'll give you that much. So it's a plus. Occasionally, after completing some of these Wasteland areas, you'll find new scavenging locations or Wasteland opportunities for people to give you more stuff, which is always a plus. And for some reason the flare gun isn't working here, don't know why.
Before you let fly your deadly lead, let me say, I wish to thank you. You've rid this place of the roadkill thrall rustlers. A token. Let me show you this lovely little land of loot.
sometimes it's fun to just drag somebody out of their car. You know, no muss, no fuss, just a harpoon to the noggin. Anyway, sometimes these Wasteland encounters will give you loot direct, sometimes they'll send you to other places to find the loot. Either way, not too much of a fuss either, in either case. And hey, there's even another Wasteland project part here to grab while we're here. If I was more competent at planning out my LPs in these open world games, I definitely would have come here on purpose. As it is, it's a happy coincidence. The cleanup crew is definitely something that I want to get sooner rather than later, especially once we start taking on the convoys, because this may come as a surprise, but there will be a little bit of vehicular mayhem during the convoy fights. And every single car that I destroy with the cleanup crew completed, that's one more that I don't have to get out and manually loot for the scrap that it drops, which is pretty big. I mean, it may come as a surprise, but you do wind up destroying a few cars in this game, so getting essentially free scrap every time you do, I'll take it.
See that? They say the husk line there fell from the sky. Now the Mad Lord Scrotus has ordered his sick pups to set up their camp there. I know they've a hidden treasure just around the, what's it called, wing.
I don't find whatever the hidden treasure next to the wing is, but I'll come back to it eventually and find it. I'm pretty sure it's just a little bit of scrap, nothing too huge. But this is a slightly different kind of camp than the one we've encountered before. This is a Stank Gum camp. Stank Gum camp. Remember that guy who was waving around the knives on the back of Chum's Tabernacle when that was getting destroyed? That's Stank Gum. He is Scrotus's lieutenant, his right-hand man, his weird boy, more or less. And Stank Gum's kind of a creepy boy. But he does have a whole lot of angry war boys under his command.
You look like death in a death ray, friend. You the one who spewed Destructo on the Red-Eye Graveyard? See? I got me some peepers. I spotted your car and knew. If you want to stick it to the mummy some more, then help us out rooting them out. We need some help with the goddamn explosives.
Gog dank. I might have to remember that phrase for later. Gog dank. That's good. Anyway, sometimes we'll get these little legend missions inside these Wasteland encounters. Every time we complete one of them, we'll get an additional Griffith token. This one in particular is to go around different areas of the colonized territories and destroy buzzard lairs. And it's usually not too hard. The buzzards have conveniently set up explosives right next to their lairs. So we just have to go in, beat up a few red eyes, and set off a bomb. I still don't feel quite ready to take on a convoy, so we'll be back for this someday.
It would serve us well to wield such a mysterious force. These tanks lie bare!
Fix the car, quick.
Try not to break her!
And that enemy, the Rammerhead, is a special kind of vehicle that I want to say it has a tougher grille than any car we can get. The Buzzards have a similar one called the Skullbutt. And the entire goal of those cars is to get you in front of them and boost into you. And lordy, they do a lot of damage. It wouldn't be the only example of a car that does more damage to you with its upgrades than you do to them. Even though we can start getting rim upgrades to help us do grinding damage, there are still enemy cars that will do more grinding damage to you than you do to them. And they are rude as hell. They weren't lying about those minimal camp defenses, were they?
Wait here.
Yes, I will not leave her here.
So, stank gun camps are a little bit stank gum. Are a little bit different. Your goal inside stank gum camps is to just destroy all of Stank Gum's legion. So every one of these painted boys, you need to take care of them.
What's your heart?
They did say there was loot out here on the wing, but I'm not seeing it. But I'll come back and find it later, I'm sure. I've got time. Though I may be confused. Maybe this isn't the wing. Definitely looks like more of a nose cone to me. Ah well, whatever the case. there are 2 more camps of note to deal with throughout the Wasteland, but we'll be getting there eventually. Now, at least one of them we will do in the next video. The other one we'll definitely do eventually. But hey, again, another important reason to come here. I needed this. Sometimes aiming these jerry cans to get them where you want them to go can be a little difficult. So, you know, a direct approach with a shotgun is usually easier. I take one more look around for this last bit of scrap, but I don't find it. And, you know, that's fine. I didn't want to find it anyway. Eh. So this top dog camp is kind of interesting. Finishing off the top dogs is what will allow you to get additional paint jobs, or colors, for your magnum opus. Some of them are kind of pretty, some of them are kind of horrible, and we'll be seeing both of them before too long.
Just leave me here, then. I'll spend some quality time with my angel combustion.
I'm cast out from Balefire. Their leader, Jeet, judged me and found me wanting. No fighting spirit left. Too broken and old for their battles against the hordes of Gastown. So what'll it be? Help me with this loot and split it? Or corpse me and take it all?
I think this Scarecrow up here is our first example of one that I can't actually take down immediately. Well, I can take it down, but not by dragging it down. Border defense is neat. Eventually I'll put on some sweet spikes onto the magnum opus, but not right now. But yeah, this appears a strong Scarecrow. And strong Scarecrows will actually require you to use a, well, stronger harpoon. As it is, I've only got the level 1 harpoon, so we'll just have to knock this baby down manually instead. And of course, last on our shopping list for now, the magnum opus is going to need a new car body if it really wants to look the part for the Jack.
looky! Oh, looky! Is that a shell for my sword?
Sometimes in different scavenging locations, you'll find new car bodies. Some of them will be car bodies for the magnum opus, and sometimes they'll just be extra scrap. Either way, they're always valuable to find. I'll never turn them down. The game wants to make really sure you know how to upgrade different things, which is, understandable. Upgrading your vehicle is the heart and soul of Mad Max, and if you don't do it, well, you're gonna have a bad time. I mean, the main reason I came here was the scrap crew, but, same concept, really. So for now, we'll say goodbye to the Wild Hunt body. And we do have a few other ones that are already available to us. But we'll go ahead and equip the Shovel Face because, well, it's story progression.
We have all the makings, all the pieces. We stand ready to finish the jack now. The final touch, we can and must lay at Gutgash's stronghold.
You may have noticed the game gently nudging us towards going to Gutgash's territory here and there, and we'll do that eventually. But for now, I'm going to sign off, so until next time, stay thirsty.